Alright, so welcome to episode 5 of the Rundown podcast with Hit Up Ange, Chef Pooney. Hello,
Hello,
hello.
everyone. How you guys doing? Welcome to week 6.
Week
Week
5.
6, right?
So
Week
I
5 of
don't
the
know.
podcast, week 6 of isolation, surely.
Oh,
I don't know.
I have no idea what week we're on to.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I only know that when Friday hits because of New Music Friday. Apart from that, I have no idea what's going on in life.
Yeah, everyone is a little bit in limbo. Hey, I mean, I had enough
Mhm.
excitement for all of my isolation last night with losing my wallet, but other than that, I've been good. I've been behaving.
Staying
Maybe
inside.
that's just yeah. I mean, maybe it's I'm going to stay inside a little bit more because yeah, I was at the house for barely 5 minutes and I managed to lose half my possessions. So promising start, Tiffany. Promising start.
Where did you go?
I went to Soul Shack. I mean, it's one of the
For your
best
chicken?
chicken places. Yeah, one of the just best chicken places in Wellington, I'd have to say.
Mhm.
So if you guys are
Mhm.
from Wellington, definitely check it out once it's safe for you guys to be expanding your bubbles and leaving the house and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I think next time I go down, I'm definitely going to try it out just because you keep talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of chicken, it's like good Nashville chicken. Like, oh, yeah.
All right. Nice. Lucky you. So what else did you get up to last week?
What did I get up to last week? I don't know. Did some yoga, which is I guess my version of rolling around in like the living room with like a mat and just being flexible. Did some laps around my room for some good cardio. Cooked some food. Nothing really majorly exciting. I mean, listening to some music. That new Drake tape dropped, and that kind of came out of the blue for me. And
It
pretty
came out
good.
of the blue for everybody because it was like there were rumors on Friday that he was gonna drop music, and then dropped a tape.
Exactly, and yeah, I mean, it has a couple of tracks on it too. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like something small or some throwaway tracks, but there's actually some
No,
heat
it's a
on
cool
there.
project. Yeah.
Yeah, and I even saw that all 13 tracks are the top 13 on Apple Music globally. So
Are they?
yeah, so Drake Effect's already coming in full effect, which is crazy. I mean, all 13 tracks are ranking in the top 13 tracks globally, which is insane.
I thought the project was better than Scorpion. Is it
Yeah,
Scorpion or Scorpio?
Scorpio.
Yeah.
Scorpio. Yeah, he's
Same
a
thing.
Scorpio, but it's Scorpion, I believe. Yeah, no. Uh, I mean, I really
I
enjoyed
liked
some
it.
tracks of Scorpio. But
Oh no.
yeah, like you
It was
mentioned,
far too long.
it was very long. It's because even for the whole like A side B side approach, which is like the A side's gonna be gangster rap and the B side's gonna be his like lovey dovey stuff, and it kind of just like cut the album down the middle. But this one's kind of nice, yeah. Like it opens up with like typical Drake, which is like sampling, the R&B vocalists with like 40 production. But no, I really enjoyed the tape for the most part. Like there was a couple of highlights. Like I reckon that Chicago Freestyle with Giveon was like a banger. Not You Too with Chris Brown was like surprisingly really good.
Really? I thought it was average. I thought it would have been far better.
Well, I don't know. It's not. I don't know if it's Sampha on the vocals or what, but like, it's a nice chill song. Well, it's obviously not like turn up Drake, Chris Brown R&B track, but like, I don't know. I like the sampling. I think it's Sampha on the vocals, and if it is, Sampha's done like a pretty mean job.
I
Because like
liked.
Sam,
Sorry, keep going.
no, I was just saying Sampha's like one of Drake's like go-to collaborators as far as like 4422 and all those tracks that he worked on with Sampha and More Life. So
Break my
the
table.
best one for my personal opinion was D4L with Young Thug and Future. That show was
Yeah.
oh, I needed like an album of all of that. It was like if Drake just jumped on like Super Slimy, which was like one of the tracks that Young Thug and Future had on their collab album. Was it Beast Mode or something? But yeah, I mean, I love
I
that whole
can't
album
remember.
between Thug and Future, and for Drake to come in and jump on it was cool.
That's definitely like the best track on the project. Yeah.
Was there any other like highlights for you?
The track with Losses. Is that what it is? I think
Could
it's
be,
towards
yeah.
the end. Maybe like the
Yeah,
second to
yeah,
last
yeah.
one.
No, it is. Yeah, yeah.
You could get quite a few Instagram captions off that track. No, I like that.
That's all we listen to Drake for, so we can quote his lyrics and make it a deeper meaning for Instagram caption. It's big for the culture.
Pain 1993. I don't care that people are not going to like this, but I thought Playboy Cardi, he shouldn't have been on the track. Like, he didn't need to be there. Drake carried it, and I've seen a lot of like hate towards Cardi on Twitter since it dropped. But I mean,
It's
yeah, nah,
interesting
I'm
though,
not
because
feeling it.
no one had anything bad to say when this like the snippet slash leak came out, which has been circling for the last month or two, and it was almost exclusively just that Cardi baby voice part with Drake's hook, like,
Yeah,
and Drake does carry that song, like no cap, but the Cardi fanboys gonna come in storm.
yeah,
So
nah, I didn't rate it. But I had a look before we jumped on, and he's looking at moving 255,000, well, high end anyway in the first week, and he's battling against a country dude to take out #1 on the charts.
it's so hard to place where Drake's success should be, because like almost every single project he's released since, like, if you're reading this, it's too late, it's been pretty much #1. Even before that, Take Care was probably #1 as well. Like,
Probably.
so I feel like he's been on the up and up trajectory. So 255K is easily probably the biggest numbers I've heard recently, other than maybe the Weekend After Hours. And even then,
Yeah,
that was like what, 150K, 180K. So I mean, more power to
something like that.
Drake.
Yeah,
More power to Drake. He's doing his thing, and he's got his full effect on. Like, I think he's just pounced on from. I mean, I don't think he's ever not relevant, but he's definitely pounced
no.
on his Tootsie Roll resurgence.
Yeah, and he's dropping an album in summer in America. So what? That's like June, July for us. So
What? That's another
we're
few
getting
months.
new Drake. Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully next month.
Well, I mean, he did come out and say that he has the most music that he's ever sat on in ages, right? So I guess he wasn't lying. I guess he's actually giving it to the people.
Yeah, he's always in the studio. Like because Wayne has is it Young Money Radio?
Yeah.
And Wayne interviewed Drake over the weekend,
Yeah.
and
So
Wayne was like, "Oh, now when are we going to do a track together again?" And Drake's like, "Okay, by Monday night, midweek next week, you're definitely going to have like at least 2 tracks in your emails." So, because they haven't done anything together since like 2017 with No Frauds, and that was with Nicki.
Yeah, and that was kind of like, I don't know, as Young Money, that those 3 collaborators kind of were falling apart, because I know Nicki and Drake had a little bit of a falling out and all the rest, but oh well, at least they're back in the better. Did you hear that?
Sorry,
Nicki
I just
Minaj
saw
jumped
on
on
the. Sorry, let me just say this. I saw on the
No,
Shade
go
Room
ahead.
that they had a poll up who was better. Like there was Jay-Z, and underneath Jay-Z there was Rihanna and Kanye, and then there was Wayne, and underneath Wayne was Nicki and Drake. Like who did better?
Yeah,
Like that's hard.
definitely Drake.
No, but without Kanye, there would be no Drake.
I feel like if
So
there's
that's why Jay-Z would be like the better label boss compared to Wayne. But then because he's got Rihanna and Kanye, but then you got Wayne, he's got Nicki and Drake, who've also done crazy
That's
things.
true. That's true. I guess you got to throw Birdman in there as well, though. Even though he's like the #1 backstabber in the game, he's like definitely someone to attribute to their success.
Yeah, but Wayne discovered Nicki and Drake.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like, yeah, Wayne obviously gave Drake all of his upstarts, but I feel like that song that he got with Trey Songz was definitely like one of his biggest, I don't know, put on moments, because like back when Trey Songz was like popping, that was when like he really gave Drake, like, his shots and stuff. So
Yeah.
like I wasn't thinking
Didn't
something like,
Trey want to? I thought Trey wanted to sign Drake.
yeah, probably. It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
Or it
I
just
don't know.
didn't work out.
The music game has come so fast since, like, I don't know, Drake and Rihanna doing like "What's My Name,"
It's still a banger.
Oh no, it is most definitely still a banger, a certified banger.
Like they need to drop music again. Like they're not together. Who cares? But like they need to do music again. She needs to do music with Chris Brown.
Surely, like,
they're both over what happened. I just
surely as
want new
artists
music
and
from them.
musicians, they can, come together and just make some beautiful music again. But
Yeah.
We'll see.
But speaking of Rihanna, I saw on Twitter last night that because there's a documentary about her that's going to come out and it's going to be on Amazon, and they were just teasing like the types of things that are going to be in it and how. See, her fans think that she was screwed over when Anti dropped because it was just before I think Lemonade dropped.
Yeah.
And her fans think that Jay-Z screwed her out. Yeah. So supposedly they're going to be talking about that in the documentary.
Interesting. I mean,
putting out there.
Artists drop music all the time at like similar times, you know? I mean, obviously it's not ideal for the two biggest like female queens to drop their albums at the same time, but I feel like Anti and Lemonade both did extremely well, so
yeah. But you know what fandoms are like.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. So Beyonce. No, we'll start with we'll go Beyonce. Savage remix with Meg. Like Meg is killing it. Like, so in under a year, she's had tracks with Beyonce and Nicki, and like usually on remixes, the featured artist just drops whatever.
Yeah.
But Meg like rewrote her verse, and it was like a different track. I thought the remix was better than the original.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, and I like the fact that like all the proceeds from the track will be going to Houston, just to help out with what's happening at the moment. And I think that the mayor or the governor has declared that both of them are getting their own days in Houston.
Sick.
Yeah. I mean, I like it.
I feel like in the States, they'll give you a day for anything these days, but like good on them for doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like I agree with you. I feel like the Savage remix, like Beyonce really did her thing. Like she kind of came in and like restructured the song. Meg restructured the song for, to accommodate to it. It wasn't just like Savage plus a Beyonce 16 or 18 bar verse, which was really cool. Like when I heard Beyonce at the start, it kind of gave it a different flavor and a different spice. And like you mentioned, Meg's been doing amazing since she joined QC. And I don't know. I saw a video of her like the other night.
I don't. No, she's not with QC.
Is she not?
No.
Who's she signed to?
She signed to 300 and Atlantic, I think.
Oh, Atlantic Records. Yeah, that makes sense.
But Atlantic are killing it with their hip hop artists at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I thought Beyonce. Like, I think we all know how I feel about her, but she spits harder than like a lot of these other rappers that are out at the moment.
You'd hope so when your husband's like one of the best, barsmiths known.
Yeah. I really like that track. Also, Doja dropped the remix to Say So with Nicki. That's another one. I mean,
and it's another situation where they've actually like redone it in a way that's not just slap a verse in there. Like Nicki actually comes in, and I feel like the beat's actually a little bit different. Like they re-drummed it or something because like
the beat changed when Nicki jumped on. Did you see how an older track was released on Tidal and Spotify at 4 p.m. on Friday, and like Apple had like the official version?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but the old version went up, and Nicki was like, "Nah, that's the old version." They had to change it up real quick.
True.
Yeah.
I wonder how they would have sounded like differently.
They were similar, but yeah.
Just like some tweaks here and there to kind of.
Yeah. I think Nicki just changed up her verse a bit.
Yeah.
But
I mean, she's the queen of rewriting verses.
Yeah. The fact that Doja also got Nicki on a track as well. Both Doja and Meg are killing it. I mean, you get two of the best females in the industry working with two up-and-coming acts. Yeah.
I mean, no shade to Nicki, but like, I feel like she's just reaching to stay relevant after You or whatever that song was she dropped. Like since then, I have not seen a single thing out of Nicki. So it is in her best interest to jump on like the most popping song. Oh, Yikes! Yeah, that's the one. It is in her interest to drop on like the most popping song apart from Savage, which Beyonce happened to jump on. Like there's two of the two songs that like rule TikTok and like every under 30-year-old girl. Like woman. Like my siblings. Every second of the day, like I'm a savage. I'm like, oh my god, like I never stop hearing it. Or like Say So, for example, like
Yeah.
So they did very smart moves by jumping on it, and they've only bettered the songs, which is exactly what you want to see when a feature jumps on.
Yeah, so OnlyFans, I saw that they've spiked by like 15%. Like they've had more business since Beyonce shouted them out.
Yeah.
That's like her influence
It goes
right
to
there.
show that influence of Beyonce, man. She just sprinkles her like little bit of.
Yeah. On even OnlyFans as well. Who else dropped on? Also, quickly, both remixes took out #1 and #2 on iTunes worldwide.
That is a surprising whatsoever. Those, they've got massive followings. Those
and if a Savage remix goes #1 on the charts on Billboard, Beyonce will have a #1 in like 4 decades. 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 20s.
Yeah, I mean, she's queen of soul and R&B and like, queen B. Talking about queens, Mahalia. That 3-piece EP, I really enjoyed it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was listening to it in my car last night after I lost my wallet, just grieving, you know. And it really hit a nerve, you know, like BRB, Too Nice, like those two tracks I really vibed with. And it's just their whole sound of just that like real good vocals, soulful production, clean. Yeah. Not much
I think
I could
people
say.
are sleeping on her. No, I liked her. Like she dropped it on her 22nd birthday. That's the thing. Like if you like R&B, you need to listen to her.
She's younger than me. Yeah. God damn. What am I doing with myself? 23.
Okay. Oh, you're all right then.
Yeah, 23 years old.
You're still younger than me, so that's okay.
Oh, I'm still a fossil. I'm still a fossil compared to most of these kids out here.
Yeah. All right. Who else dropped on Friday? Cotter the Friend.
Cotter the Friend with Joey.
Joey and Bells.
Yeah, that's low-key a slapper, to be honest. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. It's kind of reminiscent to like YB and Cordae, like how his song with like Anderson, how it's got that kind of like back and forth vibe. Like it
gave me Mac Miller vibes.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Like that whole just actual bars opposed to having to rap fast or having to like do too much. You know, they're just good bars, good features, good production.
Yeah, he's dropping his album
But he's another
May
person
22nd.
everyone's sleeping on.
Yeah, he's coming in December. Fingers crossed we get a show. And the borders are open by then. But in December he's coming. So if you want to go to hitupange.com for those concert information. I haven't had enough coffee yet so far. Lil Baby dropped the deluxe album. I think we both know, like, both of us are a bit about deluxe albums, especially like with everything that's been happening this year. I think everybody wants to drop a deluxe album.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was okay. 6 tracks. Better than the Weeknd's 2 1 week, another 4 the other week. I liked it. I like Humble. He talked about like real issues, and how like maybe having a daughter would help him change how he treats women. I mean, yeah.
I really enjoyed All In as well. There were like you mentioned, there was a few good tracks on there, but yeah, the whole mindset of having a deluxe album, like 26 tracks, is just a lot of music to actually just physically go through, especially when it's the same artist, like rehashing their own style or the flavor, the way they're going to give it to you. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
I didn't bother listening to the other 20 tracks. I just did the 6, and I'm like, all good.
Yeah, and I can't blame you.
New Zealand Music Month finally here. There's a dude, I sent you his track. It's called Masbo Q. He's got an EP called Afro-Eternity that dropped on Friday. I highly rate the lead single. It's called Bad Energy. I got sent it on Tuesday last week, and I had it on repeat Tuesday night. By Thursday, I hadn't listened to it in maybe like 2 days yet. It was still stuck in my head. And I was speaking to him the other day, and he was like, "Oh no, I produced it myself. It's really, really good." Yeah. Also, Jess B track.
That Jess B track is actually
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she talks about being an alpha and all that, and I was just like, you know what, girls,
She
speak
is.
your truth. No, she is as well. Yeah, I've seen her
Yeah.
live, and every time she just commands the stage, and she's being the bad bitch that she is. So more
Yeah, she's
power to
definitely
her.
like one of the hottest acts in New Zealand. She's dropping a mixtape end of July, I think. Is it end of July? Definitely in July she's dropping a mixtape.
Really, really good stage presence and stuff like that.
Yeah, all right. I saw this I think it was maybe Wednesday night. So in Denmark, they're doing drive-in concerts.
Yes, I saw that. I
I mean,
mean,
that is a smart way to get around things because once we drop to level 2, we're allowed to have 100 people inside and 500 people outside.
really?
But I mean, yeah, but would that work? Like, would you make a profit off that? Um, what's going to happen with social distancing? Like, I mean, I did a poll last night on Instagram asking people, once we are able to have live events again, are you going to wait until there's a vaccine, or you're going to be like, oh no, I'm still going to go, but be aware of where I'm standing, who's near me, and it was about 50-50, to be honest. So I'm thinking, maybe this driving concert it could be a thing because you're sitting in your car. In Denmark, they had it. They had the radio tuned in, so
Yeah,
that's how they listened to it, and they could interact with the artist through Zoom. So maybe
yeah,
like get Spark or Vodafone on board as well to sort some sort of Wi-Fi deal out. Um, they sold 500 tickets in like a few minutes with maybe like I think 4 or 5 days notice.
yeah. I mean, it'd be
I thought it
interesting
was
because
smart.
I'd be interested to see if the market was there because, like, I feel like a large reason people like to go to concerts opposed to just watch stuff from their room is because, like you mentioned, they want to interact with the artist. They want to get the whole experience of going to the concert, seeing the visuals, seeing the band, seeing the artist play. So depending on what they're like actually offering in the package, if it's driving up to like a field and tuning into a radio station, then maybe people might be a little less like quick to jump on the ball and be like, "Yo, I want to do this," especially in a place like New Zealand. But I could see there's
Oh no,
definitely
I'm not keen about like the whole radio thing. We definitely do need speakers. People just have their
yeah,
windows down.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But
But I mean,
logistics would be the biggest issue. But yeah, like it's a good way to get people in their cars and keep them there and be like, you can vibe in there. I mean, it's
yeah.
basically like R&V first 5 hours, like driving into the fields and just vibing in your car with your mates. So
But
people will be ready for it.
yeah, but I mean, it would probably be like New Zealand artists because I have no
Mm,
idea what's going to happen with the borders.
most
Um,
definitely.
so yeah, that was pretty cool.
No,
Also,
it's a cool concept.
I saw last night actually. So in Missouri, they're going to be the first state to resume live events starting tomorrow, and supposedly seating shall be spaced out according to social distancing requirements. Concert goers must remain at least 6 feet from each other. Huh? No.
I
Nobody
mean,
wants. Nobody will want to perform. It's
exactly.
too soon.
It's gonna be good for like the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then people are gonna just start like getting a bit. Oh, we can stand 5 meters apart, 4 meters apart, whatever else, and then like
Yeah.
in the middle of a full on concert, I don't think it's really easy to enforce restrictions,
Mm-mm.
especially if you start involving drugs and alcohol, people are just gonna be a bit more like belligerent and inconsiderate.
Well,
And as
did
good
you
as
see? Did you see over the weekend? People have been having house parties here in
oh
New
yeah,
Zealand.
no, so there's something like 600 and something arrests
What
made
the hell? What the
over.
hell is wrong with people? Do you want to put us back into level 4? You dumb
Honestly,
shits. Um.
that's what everyone's talking about as far as like that second wave of Corona hitting is because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, exactly that. People literally being like, "Oh, it's level 3, it's over. Let's go have house parties and
No.
gatherings and
No.
yeah,
Um. Yeah, I think it's too early. Way too early for house parties. Way too early for live events. Um.
hmm,
So I don't even know why the governor is even thinking about reopening shit. Good luck to him, but yeah, nah, bruh.
yeah." I feel like as far as
Later.
live events, the better approach would be to like do it when it's completely safe, and then you don't have to rely on like
Mm-hmm.
any of the public having to practice certain procedures. Like instead of
Mm-hmm.
like hoping your people practice something, just make it like happen when there's no risk of anything happening. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Because
Yeah.
if you ask people to be like cautious, they might be cautious, but if you just
But
ask
then
them to
they'll
act
forget about
normally,
it, and then yeah,
exactly. So we'll
yeah,
see. We'll see how it plays out.
yeah.
It's up to New Zealand.
You sent me this the other day about that suit for
Yeah, it's basically
conflict.
a hazmat suit. Like it'd be like the other, I guess, quick fix. I mean, you could stay within a car, you could stay within your like space suit and boogie out in there. But I could imagine it being a bit of a hot box within like,
Yeah,
the first half hour to an hour. But I mean, again,
yeah,
interesting concept. People are just coming up with ways to get out of the house and
yeah.
enjoy the experiences.
I've got it here. It says like it's a wearable PPE. Has a built-in air filter, soft helmet, face shield, fully integrated internal speech system, and you're able to still drink and vape while using it.
So there you
And
guys go.
they're conducting its feasibility at the moment,
All in one.
discussing
That's all you need.
possibilities with potential vendors and collaborators.
The craziest thing is with the amount of cases that there are in New Zealand, like if we just practice safe lockdown for like a further week or two, there won't be any need for anyone to buy hazmat suits for 500,000, however much they cost.
How much? Yeah, exactly. However much they want to sell them for. But I like the fact that people are thinking outside the box, trying to come up with ideas so we are able to have live events again. But it's just too soon.
Most definitely. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like live events are just like pretty integral in like human nature. Like people love social gatherings and being in groups and experiencing, like an experience with a whole bunch of different people and be like, holy fuck, this is crazy. And I'm enjoying it with my best friend. So that's something that's definitely very human and people want to get back to as fast as they can. But like you mentioned, we just need to do it in as safe as manner as possible.
Yeah. Somebody who's doing it in a safe manner, Tory Lanez, he announced the social distancing tour, and it's a live performance on YouTube, and people are able to donate while he performs. I liked it. I thought it was smart of him. Like he gave a portion of the profit to charity. And I
mean,
got to the point where like he sold it out like 3 arenas, I think. Another person thinking outside the box.
He's been one of the smartest artists as far as jumping on what he needed to during this quarantine time. Like jumping on that quarantine radio train that he's created and like getting like Meg on earlier and all the other artists and getting them like twerking on quarantine radio. Like it just created this culture of people that are like going to be a bit like laid back and easygoing and just want to see a good time and just want to see some antics happen. And sure enough, now he's got like a big supporting, and like you mentioned, he sold out 3 arenas worth of tickets, virtual tickets, whatever else. And I mean, I know he's not doing this for profit; he's doing it for a charity. But it's only going to
maybe it's like another way for promoters and artists to do shows. Like I sent it to one of my dudes over in Australia the other day, and I said, "Look, would this be something that you guys could do?" And we talked about some stuff. But I mean, thinking outside the box.
Most definitely.
I mean, we're not going to have anything for. I don't even know if we're going to have anything all year, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, hey, YouTube is better than nothing.
Most definitely.
Who else?
Have you seen all this drama, like all this mistreatment coming out of the American penitentiary system recently?
Oh, Kodak.
I've seen Kodak. I mean, obviously the Melly stuff has been ongoing. I saw Boosie had an interview the other day talking about how when he was in jail, since he wasn't a snitch, he like had his insulin taken away from him, or he had given too much insulin. And
really?
Yeah, no, and those accusations. I mean, Boosie, take what he says with a grain of salt because he's a very like outlandish character. But if you're playing with people's insulin in prison, it would not surprise me whatsoever that Kodak is being.
Did you see? No, Kodak's team put out a statement this morning. Okay, on Friday night, so Saturday for us. Kodak was badly beaten while in cuffs by 7 guards, and he was struck with a metal object. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know the state of it all.
And also, so last week we also talked about Rich the Kid. He was arrested. Nothing came from that. Didn't see anything else online. Yesterday, photos were circulating. Rod Wave was arrested. Haven't found anything about that. What the hell?
I don't know. I feel like they kind of choose I don't know, their scapegoats within the rap community, and then kind of just like.
Why don't you go like pick on like the pop artists or the rock artists? Why are you sticking with the hip hop?
Yeah, I don't
Just
know.
putting it out there.
Just the culture, like they rap about drugs, guns, everything else. It's easier to kind of stitch them up and be like,
Target. Yeah.
you know what? This is a bad person. It's kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
believe
All
believe
right.
what you want.
So exactly. This coming Friday, Kehlani is dropping her album.
Did you rate Kehlani's like little track that she dropped?
Oh,
She
that's
dropped
right.
like
She dropped a track
a
on
one
Friday.
piece. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked it. What's it? H and MU.
Yeah.
H and MU?
Yeah.
No. F and MU. Something in
Yeah,
MU.
F N M U. Yeah, I feel like that's it.
Yeah. I don't know where I got H from.
H&M.
As you can tell, I'm only on to my first coffee of the day, so that's why I'm a little bit. Usually I'm like onto two by now. No, I liked it. I liked Kehlani. Like she shot the video also in isolation, recorded it. What I've also enjoyed about her, she's been going live on Instagram every day, just talking to her fans, and just talking about the album. The album was. Yeah, so you can now pre-order the album. It's called "It Was Good Until It Wasn't," and it was like #1 on Apple Music R&B and Soul, and it's not even out yet. I think that's the power of Kehlani. I think the album's going to do good numbers. So a lot of people are
100%.
excited for it. So
Everyone loves their
Kehlani's she's dropping the album. 6ix9ine supposedly is dropping track on Friday on his birthday.
I saw that he got permission to record a music video in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine some antics coming out of the Tekashi 6ix9ine residence.
Yeah, but also Lil TJ. So was it last year? So when Rolling Loud was in New York, 6ix9ine's baby mama crowned TJ the King of New York. So TJ is like, nah, I'm also gonna drop an album or a project on the 8th because that's 6ix9ine's birthday.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I also know that Lil TJ and A Boogie with a Hoodie are like beefing pretty hard.
Beefing at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, because A Boogie has a song called like King of the City, and he thinks he's the king of New York, and he thinks Lil TJ stole his flow, and Lil TJ is like, I could have smashed your baby mama. I'm the king of New York. I've been crowned. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I've been following that for like last 12 hours or so online.
Yes. So I don't know. Personally, I'm a big A Boogie with a Hoodie fan, like bigger than Lil TJ. But Lil TJ's got his upside as long as he doesn't get a big head.
It's too early to have a big head. Control the ego.
Definitely. And neither of them are certified king of the city, I'd say. None of them are Kanye status to Chicago, you know what I mean? Like, so.
No. It's still early days for both of them. Thug and Chris Brown are dropping a tape. So tomorrow?
Yeah, it must
tomorrow
be.
They're dropping. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I don't know why they're not dropping on Friday. I think good on them. I think like the fans are excited for that. As long as it's good. I mean, it should do well.
Young Thug is versatile, and so is Chris Brown. Like, Chris can rap, sing, dance, everything that he needs to do.
Threat.
Yeah, no, exactly. And Young Thug can sing, rap. Yeah. So yeah, they'll definitely come out with something interesting for sure. And if Chris's influence on that Drake song was anything to take as an example, we might get some interesting music, might get some love songs. Who knows?
What are you up to for the rest of the week? Just chilling?
Oh, yeah. I mean, enjoying this weather, enjoying the slightly reduced lockdown procedures, which means I'm still staying in my bubble, but leaving the house a bit more often, getting a bit more fresh air. Definitely won't be going to Soul Shack anytime soon, but show love and support, guys.
So you're not able to work, are you?
No, I'm not. Like, sadly, because I work at the Roxy, which is like a cinema / cafe / restaurant. And just due to the nature of lockdown, we can't open back up for movies, and therefore, like, we can't have any sit down dinners and stuff like that. So we're just doing coffees out of a caravan near New World, keeping the people caffeinated and energetic.
Mm-hmm.
and motivated throughout isolation. And yeah, other than that, I'm just listening to
Just
music, seeing
chilling.
what's happening, soaking
Yeah.
up all the drama. Yeah, waiting for 6ix9ine to do
Oh gosh.
his next dumb thing.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he's gonna drop a few things this week. Not just music, just shit talking.
Yeah,
This week. So last night I announced that I've got a merch line coming out with a guy called Dylan Draws.
I saw that.
So
Really exciting. Do you have
yeah.
any
So
previews? Are you gonna clip in some previews of what you're bringing out, or is that yet to be seen?
not here, no. But I will be dropping snippets, I think, during the week, just to hype some
Stay
people
tuned.
up.
Stay tuned,
Yeah.
people, because Dylan's
Yeah.
extremely
So
talented. I mean,
definitely.
check out his work. I mean, Ange might have posted some of his artwork before, but that dude's insane.
Yeah, no, he's really good. So I'm finishing up the online store for that, so we can get things moving.
Awesome.
And yeah, I last night I did write down what I was going to do this week, but I mean, I can't remember shit.
Yeah.
But definitely I do have things planned for this week, work wise. Trying to do some more stuff over in America. Yeah, we're actually interviewing somebody tomorrow from America. Did I tell you who it was?
You.
No.
I would guess just because I'm gonna look like an idiot if I guess someone and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, when are you gonna get them on an interview?" And I'll be like, "Oh,
Oh
I
no, no,
just."
I'm not gonna drop their name, but this person has sold out Spark Arena, so we're gonna be speaking to him tomorrow.
Oh, so it's not. I'll wake up with teardrops and dance
No,
on then. My boy
no,
RMR.
rumor.
Yeah,
Nah, that's coming. Nah, rumor's good. Like people
I
need to get
know.
behind him more.
I know. We need that rumor. We need that rumor interview for the people.
Yeah, no, it's coming. Don't worry. I've been talking with his manager.
I've
Um,
been hurting.
yeah. So I mean that's it. Just keep still working.
Mm.
Even in isolation. Yesterday I actually went out for the first time. Fourth time. I drove around. In 6 weeks, I think. It felt so strange.
It is. The roads are
Yeah,
empty, and it's
and
like I'm gonna.
it was only in my area as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm just gonna chill, listen to music, do some work.
Yeah.
Might go drive around again. I
Yeah,
miss
it's
driving.
nice to be. It's nice to be in the car, just moving. Like even if you're not going anywhere specifically, just driving places and sitting and listening to your music. It's a nice process. I miss it for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. You take these things for granted. Like you don't realize like how simple things are yet when you have it, and then when it's taken away from you, you're like, oh shit, I
Oh
miss
shit.
this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly it.
yeah, yeah. Cool. So good talking.
Good talking.
We
Thank you.
should have quite a bit of music out next week. Well, this Friday, sorry. So lots to talk about for next week.
Yeah, most definitely.
And yeah, also back on Flavor on Sunday nights with the Culture Crew. Tune in
Check
from
that
6
out.
p.m. Yeah, it was so good. Like I haven't been in the studio, I think, for about 6-7 weeks. Didn't go back last night, but I sent through my recordings,
Mm.
and it was just good just to be back, to do that. Try to
Yeah,
get back
doing
into
something
routine
productive.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Some sense of
yeah,
normality.
a little bit. Yeah,
So
yeah.
make sure you guys
So
all tune into that. Show love.
tune in. Yeah, please do. Okay, I'll catch you next Monday.
Catch you all. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.